Hey everyone, sorry it's been a while. We've been really busy, and I use my phone to upload all the videos, and it's full, so I've been struggling with that. So I thought I'd give you a quick one, give you an update of what we've been up to. We still got a handful of sheep left to lamb, but not very many, and it's been going okay. Things have been kind of working themselves out. We've got the sheep on some better ration. We ran into an issue when we were shearing them, that they were a little bit thin. Not all of them, just a few of them. I think they got a heavy worm load and they lost some conditioning. We were feeding them really good feed all winter, but it happens. So we got them on some oats and sheep supplement, like 3/4 pound a day. I had them up to a pound a day per head, but I noticed a couple were bloating a little bit. Just mild bloat, it all went away. There's no problems, but I thought I'd knock it back a little bit to 3/4 pound a day and just kind of leave it. But I've noticed a lot of them really picked up conditioning. We've been doing that for 3 weeks-ish, and it's made quite the difference. So yeah, last couple days, prioritizing getting the field work done. As you can see behind me, we got our hayseed in. Got it from a guy by the name Jay by Sangudo. Shout out to Jay, he's a really good dude. And yeah, we've picked that up, and we're getting ready to put our hay crop in. Pretty exciting, never seeded hay before. Carly just ran me out lunch, so I thought while I was taking a quick break, I'd shoot a little video and kind of show you what we've been doing. So as I've mentioned before in the video, I utilize 5-foot rototiller. It's all we have. I've looked at buying different discs and different other pieces of tillage equipment, but it all costs money. It all takes time to go get it. And you know, I just thought, and this is like a couple years ago, I just pissed on, we're just going to use that. And you know, I think as a whole, I've worked up like 20 acres, probably more than that now with that setup. And you know what? It works really well. It's slow, but there's a lot of benefits to it. So yesterday, I don't know if you can see, but out in that little patch there's probably about an acre and a half that was sod. Hit it with 2 passes yesterday. And then I went to another field I'd worked up in the fall that was sod, and I hit it with a second pass. It's about 3 acres. And now I'm just cleaning up this kind of little knoll here. I did this patch that's in the green. We worked out once last spring. We seeded oats to it, and I made some green feed bales. I think it's like just under 5 acres, and we had like 16 bales off it, so we had a wicked catch. And just so you guys know, that was 1 pass. I hit 1 pass with the tiller, seeded directly into it, and harrowed it. And we had 4 bale an acre oat crop. So if you want to say it don't work, it works. So I just kind of want to walk you around through this field and show you what the dirt looks like after. I got a patch here that I've hit 1 pass of sod. So I guess a little background on this field too. This is a rented piece we have from our neighbors. I think there's like 13 to 15 acres here. Obviously some bush pieces in it, but 13 to 15 acres. I don't know exactly how long ago. I think it was 5 to 7 years ago. Somebody came in. They rented it to him. He walked in with like a deep tillage or a Vibra-Shank. 1 pass right into sod. Made a terrible mess. Broadcasted oats onto it and then left it. Never did anything else with it. So this field was so rough you could barely ride a quad across it. And it had like 3 years worth of growth of grass. It produced good grass, but obviously because it's just hasn't been nothing done with it for a long time, so it grew really well. But sorry, I'm struggling. I don't have my selfie stick, so I'm struggling with the video, and bear with me, I'm doing my best. But yeah, it just made a mess. It was terribly rough, tons of grass in it, and it was a mess. So what we did is we pastured it with the horses and the sheep, mostly just the horses actually. And we pastured it for the last couple years, and got that grass ate down in the various areas. Last year we had this one electric fenced off, and this one was ate down first, so that's the one we worked and made like a small 5 acre field last year. And then we've pastured the heck out of the rest and made it usable for the rest. And a lot of that we use for winter pasture too with the horses, which is a great thing. And they were really able to paw and eat it down, and it works really well. So yeah, and then now I'm just kind of doing the last little bits of the field. I got another acre and a bit over there I got to work up to make a match, and then we're ready to harrow. But anyway, what I wanted to show you guys, I'm gonna come over here to to this spot because this is kind of right on the line. So you can see this line right here. Which way do I gotta go? There, right there. Okay, that's the definition line between my first and my second pass. So everything on this side is a second pass with the tiller. Everything on this side, first pass into sod, okay? So as you can see, first pass stuff, big clumps, okay? Lots of sod, but it broke it up pretty nice. Like, look, that's a pretty small chunk of sod for a first pass, okay? It loosened it up quite a bit, okay? It's in good shape. For a first pass, it's not bad, okay? Pretty rough still, but it's still, you know, like it's loose. There's dirt there. There's some topsoil to grow, okay? Come over here. This is my second pass, and look at this. Next to no sod, the odd chunk, but that should all harrow out. Nice, black, deep soil. You can see there's lots of trash in it still, right? Lots of grass and roots. And you know what? That's a good thing for the soil. We're not fertilizing this. We're going to seed right into this. A lot of people, I was listening to a podcast last night, the Working Cows podcast, great podcast, check it out. And one of the guys on there was talking about how he got a piece of ground and the ground was like dead, right? It had been farmed, and I'm not necessarily one that's all for regenerative agriculture. I think there's some great things to learn from and great things to do with it. But this gentleman was a very strong believer of regenerative ag. And what he said is he had a field and it looked dead. Okay, so he said there's no birds, no worms, no bugs, nothing in the ground. It had just been corn. And this is in the States somewhere, I'm not sure where. And it had just been corn for a very, very long time. And there was just nothing in the soil. He said we had to put some fertilizer down with it because there was just nothing. The soil was dead. So this soil here is really nice. Like, look at all this organic matter. That's going to break down, release the nitrogen, and be really healthy for the soil. But anyway, where I was going with that is this soil is not that case. This is very healthy soil. You know, it's a different kind of dirt out here we face, but there's bugs. Like, you just watch the ground and it's just crawling with spiders and worms, and I'm bringing up different kinds of bugs all the time, and there's birds flying around eating the bugs, and it just shows that it's good, healthy soil. There's lots living here. There's lots of nutrition in the ground. It should grow a good crop. So I just kind of want to touch on that, show you guys where we're at, what we've been up to. I'm going to be seeding this hopefully this week here. I'm going to try and get everything finished, worked up tonight, harrowed tonight, and then be ready to seed tomorrow when I get home from work. Yeah, I just kind of want to touch base and show you guys what we're doing. So, you know, that's my setup. Don't be afraid to be different. Doesn't always work the way we want it to. In that podcast last night, the guy said, you know, it's a lonely road doing something different. Everyone's looking at you kind of funny, and it's all different. But when you're a first-time farmer, or you're trying to build a farm from scratch like we are, or a ranch, you got to think outside the box. You got to do different things, and this is just one of those things that we're doing that's different, right? Does it make a lot of sense to some people? Probably not. But I tell you what, it works for me. I'm getting groundwork. If I wouldn't have taken on that last year, I wouldn't have had 16 green feed bales to feed my sheep. That was a heck of an oat crop. And I could have just left it in been pasture, like, I don't have the equipment to do it. I can't do it. Instead, we're like, you know what? We're going to put in the work. We're going to do it. It's going to take me a while, but I'm going to get it done. And it worked. Worked out fantastic. We seeded with a broadcast spreader on a quad. That's how all this is going to get seeded. Broadcast spreader on a quad. You know why? This is what we have. You know, it's kind of a small field. It's a weird field. It's small. It's got lots of nooks and crannies and passes through it that make it hard to get a big piece of equipment in. And, you know, that's what we're set up for, doing some smaller stuff. So it's working for us. So, yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see how the rest of the tillage goes, the rest of the seeding, see what kind of crop we grow on this, see what kind of catch we have. Oops, hit a button there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow along, see how we make out, see how the sheep are doing. Video coming out of us shearing right away here, and some new stuff. So thanks guys, thanks for tuning in. You take care.